it's Tony here again with Transformations Fitness. I just wanted to do a quick video for you just to talk about shakes and smoothies because they can be a very convenient and healthy and very supportive meal for you throughout the day that you can add in. So I had a question about this, and the question was how do you construct it? So there's basically a couple parts to it, and I actually laid out just some ingredients that you can utilize. And now I wouldn't recommend putting this all in one shake, but let me show you just a couple great comforts. You gotta have some type of nutrient in there. So we have, on this side, I have just some frozen blueberries, or a frozen berry blend, and it's organic as well. And then there's also frozen organic peaches. Some other options that you could put in that would fill in the nutrient category would be fresh organic spinach. There's also fresh organic kale that you could use. You could even throw in beets, and all this stuff that I'm highlighting really doesn't have any flavor to it. So it's going to throw in a lot of nutrients into your smoothie without adding in any flavor or altering the flavor profile. Bananas are always a good one, and even a great one too that doesn't have a lot of flavor is avocados. Now this will really make the smoothie creamy, add in a ton of fiber and a lot of healthy fats. So this will fit into two categories actually. One which I call the nutrients, the produce section, and then one which is the healthy fats. And then another one is just the pumpkin. So you could throw in canned pumpkin, you could throw in canned butternut squash, or freshly cooked butternut squash, and that'll add a little bit of sweetness to it as well. So that's one category. That's your nutrient category. And like I said, I wouldn't add in all of that, but I would definitely add in at least a vegetable, and then maybe sometimes a fruit, depending if I worked out that day. Now the next thing that I want to cover is just liquid. So basically just water would work, but you could also throw in coconut water, specifically if it's just a workout because of the extra carbohydrates in that. Or even like unsweetened almond milk or unsweetened coconut milk in a carton would work great too for that. Some things I've also done in the past is I've used just black coffee or even just cool chilled green tea as another option. So that's what I would stick with in terms of liquids. I wouldn't go any further than that. But one thing that I have here is the liquid egg whites, and this kind of falls into two categories as well, just like the avocado. This falls into the liquid category, but also the protein category. So the liquid egg whites fulfills both, and then you can throw this in. It's pasteurized, it's safe. You can throw it in and drink it right away with your protein. Now, going on to that next category, you just gotta have a good protein powder. So I just have the two types of protein from ProGrade. One is lean, it's more of a meal replacer, so there's more calories to it, more fiber to it. And then there's also just a regular protein. Now this is what I use most of the time, just is a little bit more versatile. And so you could use this for after a workout or even just a regular meal that's not around a workout time period. So I talked about the nutrients, I talked about the liquids, I talked about the proteins. The next thing is a healthy fat, and this is the last category to implement into a healthy smoothie, just to complete the meal. So healthy fats, there's a ton of options for this really. So one is a canned coconut milk, and this is different from the carton coconut milk because this is actually just the full fat version. The carton is more of a watered down version of this. So if you're going to use this, you don't need a lot of it, maybe a couple tablespoons or a quarter cup of it, but you're going to get a lot of healthy fats in your smoothie. It's going to turn it creamy. It's a delicious taste. A couple other options are nut butters, and so there's almond butter, there's peanut butter, and again, just 1 or 2 tablespoons to add into your smoothie is all you need. And then if you have a really good blender, or if you just like a little bit more of a texture, like something to chew on a little bit, you could throw in like just the full raw almonds or seeds, so sunflower seeds, and walnuts, pecans, all those also would fall into the mix. But then a couple other bonus things. Hemp seed works great just because of the extra fiber, protein. There's chia seed, that's great for the omega-3s, the fiber. And then the last thing here that I have are the cacao nibs. And again, just another source of nutrition, adds in more fiber and a lot of good healthy fats. And so just to recap, the big things that you want to make sure that you have to cover your bases are some form of vegetable or fruit. That would be the nutrient category. You'd also want to have a liquid So you could use the liquid egg whites, you could use carton almond milk or carton coconut milk, or just even regular water, black tea, or any type of tea, regular black coffee. There's also the protein, so you want to have a good protein supplement to throw in, and then a healthy fat. And a healthy fat could be a nut butter, it could be a seed, and then you just basically have fun with it and just mix and match and see what works out. So one of my favorite all time is just chocolate protein, a little bit of egg white for extra protein, and then I'll throw in a little bit of banana, peanut butter, cacao nibs, and spinach too, spinach or kale, because like I said, it's tasteless. So that's just one way to incorporate it all and have it taste delicious and healthy. So I just basically categorize into two categories. One is around the workout, and another one is anytime. And so an anytime smoothie would be something that's very low in carbohydrate. So ideally I wouldn't put fruit in this one. I would just keep it, stick with the vegetables, the protein, the healthy fats, and some type of liquid. And so I would use that anytime actually. It could be for breakfast, it could be a dinner substitute. It's just whenever you just want something quick, convenient, and tastes great as well. The other type of smoothie that I consider is a post-workout or pre-workout smoothie, or even during workout if you want to drink it during. And this would have more carbohydrate in it. So this is when I use like coconut water for the liquid. This is when I use some of the berries, or bananas or something with more carbohydrate. And again, this is when I'd save it for around the workout time period because of the extra carbohydrate, the extra sugar that I know my body will utilize best around that time period. And then the other thing is you just want to make sure you have a good blender. So with a good blender, you want to have something that's going to last a while. And so I have a Blend-Tec, Vitamix are also great. Those are some of the high-end blenders, but you don't have to get something like that. You just want to make sure you have a good, dependable, reliable blender. So it's always best to spend just a little bit more money for something like that because you'll get some good use out of it. I hope this is helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and see you.